The number one thing that keeps me going is the fact that I have not meet my potential that I have for myself. That is my first thing. And money is not bad. And some accolades is not bad as well. I still would like to be champion a few more times before I walk away. Carl is a good fighter. I mean, you know, he went out and he won 2 world titles. So you have to respect a guy like that. He's able to go out there and do that and accomplish that goal. It's not easy to win a championship, so I have tremendous respect for him, but I don't think he have what it takes to get by me. It's nothing against Carl. I mean, you know, for me, I'm fighting for my career, I'm fighting for my own legacy. Carl is just an opponent that's in my way. I wish him the best after he pick up his whooping on Saturday night. I hope his career go on to be successful after that. I'm sure he have the skills. Carl Froch can say whatever he wants. Just make sure he show up Saturday night, because he's going to take a pounding. Yeah, I have a great nutritionist, Uni, from South Miami Fitness. She gave me a specific diet, how much I should eat, how many times a day I should eat. And it was a very successful regimen. I follow it to a T, and I lost the weight easier than when I was doing it on my own, trying to make 75. So, you know, I have tremendous respect for her, and I'm excited. Had I known that this type of stuff was around, I probably would have come back to a super middleweight a lot sooner. I actually feel stronger, and I feel fast, I feel energetic, and I'm really looking forward to making a splash. I want to make the people excited to see what Glen Johnson can do. I want the people to feel proud, everybody over 35 to feel extremely proud of what a guy my age, Bernard Hopkins, you know, what we still can do. And if you take care of yourself and do things the right way, you can still accomplish your goals. Well, I certainly don't have any problem with anybody talking about my age. Either they speaking good or they speaking bad against my age. That don't mean anything to me. How old do I feel? I don't even know how old I feel. I just know how I feel. I feel excited. I feel young. I don't feel no different at any time in my life that I can say, you know, I feel different. I don't feel no different. There is nothing that I can't do that I used to do. You know, I still run my same speed that I always run. I run a 7-minute mile, 5 miles. I'm still able to do that. Everything I do, I'm still able to do all of those same things. So for me, it's not a matter of feeling an age. I just feel the way I feel, and I just don't know what a different feeling is like, because I haven't had it yet. Well, I pay attention to details. You know, I'm not a guy that boxes just off athleticism and just off youth. You know, when you don't pay attention to skill set, you can get away with things when you're young, because you have certain energy and you have certain athleticism that's with you when you're young, and you're able to do things the wrong way and get away with it. But for me, I pay attention to details and I try to do things the right way. And even though I'm not perfect all the time, but for me the motivation is going back to the gym the next day to try to get it as perfect as I can, and you get longevity out of doing it the right way, and that is what I consider the blessing that I have. Just the fact that I'm able to throw a jab the right way, throw a right hand the right way, throw a hook the right way, move your head, block the punches the right way, do all the things the right way. Just make sure mechanically I'm going about boxing in the right direction, and not just off athleticism and all of that stuff, and just being flashy and cute and doing all of those things, because that only going to last for so long.
A couple of best, Roy Jones and
well, yeah, Roy Jones is a perfect example. Yeah. I mean, you know, he was the flashiest guy, the most dynamic, you would say, back in the day. But you know, and then at the same time you had Bernard Hopkins was around during that time, and he considered a boring fighter, and Mr. Flashy and Mr. Excitement fall off, and Bernard is still steadily doing this thing. That goes to show the very thing that I just said about just doing it the right way. It might not be flashy, it might not be cute, it might not get a lot of attention, but you get the longevity. I have congratulations for Bernard Hopkins. You know, I respect what he went out and do. and kudos to him. I mean, you know, congratulations and everything, but I'm on my own path. You know, I'm not measuring myself up to Bernard at all. I have my own ladder I'm climbing, and Carl Froch is the first step that's in my way.
And mentioning Bernard, is that something you faced him before in the past? You know that. Is that something that you would like to do? You know, before your career is over, is face Bernard?
I would love to. I mean, you know, Ry Jones stayed away from Bernard until that rematch was no longer relevant, and they did it anyway. I hope he don't do the same thing to me. I hope when we have a rematch, if it ever happened, it's still a relevant one, and people still have interest in it. And you know, there's something he and I discussed. We should fight, do a rematch. But never when I hear him speak in public, he ever mentioned my name about try to do a rematch or I'm one of the guys he would like to fight or anything like that. So for me, I always speak about fighting him. But you know, I can't do it on my own.